This tutorial will show you how to create an APA citation for a website. Let's get started. The primary parts of a website citation in APA are the author, the date, the name of the website, and a retrieve from statement with a URL directly to the site. We're going to examine a couple of those variations in a little bit more detail. Sometimes, while you might not be able to find an individual person identified as an author, you will have what's called a corporate author. So, for example, in the case of the CDC, you could have the Center for Disease Control as the author. And so you would put Center for Disease Control, capitalize all the major words, and then end that with a period. Then you'll want to follow that with the date. Then after the date, you'll include the name of the page. Now, if it is a document that can stand alone, like a report or a video or something along that matter, you will want to italicize the name of the site. But if it's just a regular website, like this page was on overweight and obesity by the CDC, it's not a standalone document. We will simply not italicize it, and then we will capitalize the first word, but not any of the other subsequent words. Following that, we have a retrieve from statement, and put retrieve from and then the full URL from this page. What you'll also notice in APA style is that the URL is not blue nor hyperlinked. If it's blue or hyperlinked, you'll want to right-click and make sure that it is not blue or underlined. And that's the basis for most of the website citations in APA. We're going to look at a couple of other variations you might encounter. So sometimes you will find an individual person. If you have an individual and not a corporate entity, you can simply put the last name followed by the initial or the initials. Sometimes you will not have a date available. If you do not have a date available, you will put N period, D period for no date, and the space where a year would belong. And then we'll have the period. And then, like the last one, since it wasn't a standalone report, it was just the name of a page called Candles Are My Friends, we simply write that out, and then a retrieve from statement without the URL being hyperlinked or underlined or blue. The next variation we're going to look at is citing this YouTube video. So the author of the YouTube video is the Greg Graniteville Library. That's the corporate author. It was created in 2018, so I put 2018. It could stand alone since it is a video, so I have italicized the name of the video. What you'll also notice, the capitalization here, we capitalize the first word, and then we capitalize the first word of the subtitle if there's a colon. But you'll notice none of the other words are capitalized except APA. If you have any proper nouns, you will of course capitalize those as well. We end that with a period. And then if we have special forms of documents like blogs or video files in this case, APA wants us to articulate that with a square bracket. Simply enter in video file. If you're just doing a regular website, you do not need to articulate the document type. We follow that with a period, and we'll put the retrieve from statement to the YouTube video, again, not blue nor hyperlinked. That should get you started on citations for websites and APA. If you have any questions about APA citations format, please feel free to stop by the library's reference desk. We're located on the first floor of the Greg Graniteville Library. You can also find us on the web at library.usca.edu. Thanks for listening.